All right, here we go again. Good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are. This is my 31 days live challenge. I'm on day 19, and today I want to show you how how astronomical images are processed. How we get those nice images from the telescope. I'm also doing a little experiment to stream this to my my website at adamtilted.com. So I'm adding that in there right now. And I think we're good. Now, if you don't mind going over to adamtilted.com and look at the blog. Oh, hold on, there's a problem with adamtilted.com, and I thought it was fixed. It's not fixed. Okay, well, anyway. Once I get that fixed, this will all work. So, anyway, on to the Astro images. I've been doing research for Monday's show, which will be about the Great Red Spot on Jupiter. And the Juno spacecraft recently did some very close flybys and took some new images closer than we've ever seen before. And I was looking at the Juno mission website and realized that they make the raw telescope images available to the public so that people like me can process them myself. Now, this is what I want to do with SLU. So when I can upgrade my account at SLU, I'll be able to get these kinds of images for all of the stuff that I am able to photograph through the telescopes. But I want to show you how this is done. And I downloaded the red. This is the blue channel. This is the green channel. And this is the red channel. They've done a little bit of work for me already because when you get the raw images, you use a conversion process to turn them into the PNG. But they've already done that for me, so that's nice. These PNGs, though, I'm going to combine those channels using Photoshop and create a color image. So let's take a look at that. Okay, I've got in Photoshop, here's the red channel, the green channel, and the blue channel. I'm going to select everything, copy, and I'm going to create a new image from the clipboard so it's the same size, but I'm going to change the grayscale to RGB 16-bit. And I'm going to create that. I just have a blank white image now with waiting to get these channels in place. So now I'm going to go back to the red channel. I like to do this in order RGB so I don't forget where I am. I'm going to select all and copy the red channel. I'm going to go to my new image, choose channels, and I'm going to select the red channel and paste. Okay, so now my new image looks like this, because that's only the red That's only the red channel there. So I'm going to go back to the green channel, select all of that, copy, go to my new one, find the green channel there, paste it. That's what it looks like so far with red and green. Now I need to add the blue. So I'll go grab the blue, copy, add that to the blue channel, and now I have an RGB image that is ready for some additional processing. So let's see what I can do with this image. First thing I want to do is, hold on, is to bring back my, there we go. I'm going to duplicate my layer, just in case I want to go back and see it later. And I'm going to start adjusting the what are they called? The levels and the curves. So I'll start with the levels. I want to just make slight adjustments. I don't want to go crazy. I just want to, do it a little at a time. You can see what's happening there, right? So I've got this big gap here at the end. I'm going to close that a little bit and see how that's changing. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Now you can already see we made a little bit of a difference. That's how it was to start. And we're starting to bring out, hi Karen, we're starting to bring out those details. I'm going to zoom in on this image so we can see. What we've got here, that's some interesting detail, right? That's some nice detail. But we can get it better than that. So I'm going to now adjust the curves. I'm going to take this little hand thing because I can use the little dropper. And I'm going to start to find the dark and light ranges for this. So I know that like here, that's relatively bright. I'm going to nudge that up a little bit. But up here, I don't want that to be too bright, so I'm going to nudge that back down. I'm going to find some of these dark areas in here and start bringing those down. And now you can see, now you can really start to see some more of the detail, because remember, it looked like this. Looked like that before. So we're getting a little more detail here. Now, I don't want to do too much too soon. So I'm going to go back to the levels. I can probably close this now. I'm going to go back to the levels and see if I can tease that out a little bit. So it's just, I'm just going to play around with moving these little sliders and see what happens. Ooh, I like what's happening there. That's getting a little more contrast in here. Let's see if I can move this down a little bit. I don't want, that's a little too bright. The yellow in the back, I like that a little better. Because now I'm seeing, over here, I'm seeing these bands right here. I like, oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so let's go back to curves again. And start playing around with the curves in here. Hi, Danica. I am showing how I process Astro images. So I got the RGB channels from the Juno mission that just flew over the Great Red Spot, and I am using Photoshop to enhance the image. So I've applied some levels and curves. I'm going to go back to the levels. I want to get more of this red area detail. So I've got, this is a lighter area that I want to highlight, and this is a darker area. So I'm going to hit the darker area first, and I'm just tapping the down arrow just a couple of times. And you notice how darker it got? Just a little bit. Again, this is what we started with. Just a little darker. A little darker. And then this, I'm just going to make a little lighter. Oh, and you know what? Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I'm going to make this just a little lighter. A couple of taps on the up arrow. But see, this is getting way too out of hand up here. Way too bright. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to bring that down a bit. Now look at what's happening here. We're getting some more details up in there. See that? But we're losing a little bit over here. Okay? So we have to constantly make these decisions about how we want to process the image. Another thing you should do is look at other parts of the image. I mean, this is a nice area of detail. Let's see if I can bring out some more of this. Get a little more contrast in there and get some of the curves going. Adjust some of these. Get that a little lighter. Get that a little lighter. Get that a little lighter. This might be too... I'm going to end up getting a shadow on the edge. That's just unavoidable. I have to make a decision if I want to continue to tease out details. And the shadow is going to get larger and larger. But look at all of that. I just love that I can pull that out. This is what I started with. That's what I started with. And this is what I ended with. Now, obviously, that's too bright, right? So I'm going to have to take that down a notch. And let's just use the brightness and contrast to see if we can handle that. That's a little... I don't know. Let's bring the contrast down. I don't want too much of that shadow. But it looks kind of inevitable. That looks better, although that yellow is still really washed out. Let me see what I can do about that with the curves. That's got to really calm down a lot. And maybe I can bring this a little bit down. Now, when you notice that I improve one part, and it affects the whole image, I can use masking to prevent that, but I don't want to get into that right now. My point is that I can do a lot with these images if I have access to the RGB channels, so that's fun. Be sure to check out Orbit at a Tilt on Monday at 5:30 p.m. and consider being a sponsor for the show at patreon.com/AdamTilted. I need to raise about $50 a month to support the show so I can get the types of images that I'm showing you here. And subscribe to my YouTube channel at bit.ly/AdamTiltedYouTube. That would really make me happy. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see more of that kind of stuff. Bye.